don't forget why you're at work sometimes. Like, you're there to earn money for your family. You're there to try to find a moment of happiness. And, society needs you in whatever role that you're in. And sometimes there's coworkers you don't like. You don't like them for whatever reason. Maybe there's a certain look they have you that bothers you, or they've done something that you know, or you suspect, or whatever. You know, just try to remember, like, those moments that you fell short, or maybe you didn't fall short. It doesn't give the right to mistreat someone else. I feel like even if they're being a jerk, try to live with love, try to be the bigger person, because you're having a downstream effect. So you sabotage your coworker goes home, and now they're gonna bring that to their family, and their family might bring it out to their workplace, and it's gonna turn into a whole big snowball. Like, I feel like people don't necessarily think about the bigger picture sometimes. Like, when a someone sometimes, like, there's someone who's annoying, and they weren't raised right. Maybe there's something wrong in their chemistry, or there was, or you know, and you don't know what struggles they're going through. Just remember that. Like, if someone is acting out, and they're almost most people do not prefer to be evil. They prefer to get along with one another. That's what they want. They want to love each other. They want to smile. They want to laugh. And if they're not, it might be biochemical. It might be because they have bad thinking. No one taught them how to think. No one showed them love. No one was there to hold their hand, or help them in their time of need. And, like, you know, just you have to think about, maybe they're financially struggling. You don't know what is happening with another person. So try to treat them with love. Try to treat another person like they're God in disguise, because for all you know, it could be your God. Whatever you energies, whatever you believe in, you might be interacting with something higher than yourself, and you just don't know it. Maybe it's a test that you need to learn how to pass. Maybe you need to work on patience. I know I do. I have a lot of impatience. Maybe you need to work on your ego. I have a lot of ego we're trying to work on. Maybe you're argumentative. I have that tendency. I'm trying to not, and seeing where I went wrong. And I think that at the end of the day, you can only, if you improve yourself, and you love despite the pain, I think that there's a chance, there's a statistical probability, even in small, even if you feel like the unexpected things happen, so you can't take into account all the factors, how your good behavior to someone who even you think doesn't deserve it, you feel like they deserve way worse. But you never know, like, how that could come back to you, or your family, or your friends, or spiritually, or the bigger picture. So, like, try to live with love. Try to live with compassion for another person's struggle. And I wish that maybe if you embrace that, and maybe your coworker will come to embrace that, and maybe they will stop being a bitch to you, and you'll stop being a bitch to them. You won't maybe not be friends. Maybe you have lots of things you disagree with, but that's how life is. You have different biology, different upbringing. There's no way you're all gonna agree on the same things all the time. you know for the most part, none of us are politicians. We're just regular people going about our business. So don't worry about their beliefs. Worry about their soul. Worry about, their anger, their sadness, what has got them to forget their humanity. That's what you need to remember. Like, remember that there was a kid there once, a baby who came into this world, who just wanted to just be held, to be loved. And somehow, somewhere along the lines, that that baby, that kid who was just curious, innocent, trying to figure things out, became corrupted. They can become uncorrupted. Maybe it's a long process. Maybe it's a very long process. Maybe some people may not be fully capable, but maybe over time they might nudge slightly. Butterfly effect. Small, nonlinear changes can happen because you can't account for all the factors. I love you guys. Even the people who hate me, even the people who wish bad things on me, I wish good things for you at the very, very end. This place has been rough for me, and I know it could have been rougher. I just wish that, I could do something more to make it unrough. But maybe this will help one person, one individual soul. And maybe you decide to do that thing and you make someone's day better. That's something to feel proud of. That's something that you can build your ego on. Suppressing your ego is the highest form of ego. Thank you for listening.